It is Monday morning. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on, golf addicts? Happy Monday. Good morning to you. Listen, I'm here. My name's DB. You're here. I don't know what your name is, but you know what? We're here for the same reason, the same goal, the same outcome to try to find some early value and squeeze the bookies. You know what I mean? To bend them over, to make them pay, to make them call you daddy. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for the Rocket Mortgage Classic. And you're thinking, the what? And I'm like, I know. Who knew? We'd have another weird tournament, right? But it's the end of the year. It's winding down. There's guys in here playing for their future on the PGA Tour next year. There's some studs at the top. It's a little stronger field than what we saw last week at the 3M Open. But here's what we're doing. All right. If you've never been here before, welcome. Every Monday morning, I get on here live and I take my very first look. It's like a baby taking his first breath. And you breathe that life in and you feel part of the earth. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to do. We're going to breathe in, take a little piece of it, right? And we're going to say, ooh, that's a juicy number. I like that. I like that guy. Because you know what? The best value that you can typically find on outright odds to win a golf tournament is on a Monday. And so we're going to go through the board. And this is wide-eyed. I'm opening my eyes for the first time to see these names. And I'm going to mention some names. And at the end, we're going to kind of summarize everything and say, okay, these are the names, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. These are the names that I think we jump on now. Okay. Now, because I like the way they fit the golf course. I've already done all my course research. You can check out that video on YouTube as well. It's everything you need to know about Detroit Golf Club in about 14 minutes and nothing you don't need to know. Okay. So at the end, we're going to summarize what we like, who we like, and where we think you should go ahead and hit it. If the number shortens throughout the week, then good for us. Look at us. We got value. If the number gets longer, then just add to your position and shut up. Okay. Don't get on here and then whine to me and say, DV, the number got longer. You're a dumbass. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Last week, the line literally moved on like 3 players before the video was even over. So this is important. So get your pens out, take some notes, get ready to fire on some of these numbers. Let's get to it. It's presented to you by our friends at Covers. Winning starts at covers.com. We've been using Covers, all year. They're fantastic. Okay. So check it out. Most of their content is free. Like 95% of their content is free. And they've been doing it for a long time. 20 million sports bettors hit up Covers every year. All right. So I promise you won't regret it. Go to covers.com. Check it out. It's also where you can get our exclusive head-to-head and matchup article every Tuesday. If you're in the chat, let me know. If you're watching live, let me know. I see AC in here. I see Vanilcast in here. Normally we get a nice little group here every Monday. I've got my friends who do some line shopping for me. I'm looking at 3 books: DraftKings, FanDuel, and BetMGM. Those are the 3 books I have pulled up. There's more books out there. There's more books out there you can look at. I just can't shop more than 3 at a time at the moment. So I need people, helping me out. I need you helping me out. All right. Already snagged, got her up, and Taryn. Oh, Taryn, I'm going to like that. I'm going to like that, Devin. You just know I am. Okay. Let's take a look at the scorecard real quick. Par 72. It can play 7,370 yards. It can play shorter. Things to note: there are 4 par 5s, 3 of which are fairly gettable by most of the field. Most of the field, short knocker, bomber, doesn't matter, can get here. The 1 par 5 you see is number 4, 635 yards. That one can play pretty beasty and can be tough for almost anybody to get there in 2. And then you're also going to notice 4 par 4s under 400 yards. And all this means is we're going to have plenty of wedges. This golf tournament produced a lot of shots in that 150 yards out and in range. So a lot of wedges here. Anybody can win here. And we've seen some long shots. I mean, Nate Lashley won the first year at 250 to 1. Cam Davis won last year. We hit him on this very show at 160 to 1 last year. And you had Bryson win in 2020 after the COVID summer thing at like 10 to 1 or whatever that was. All right, so let's get into the numbers. Let's start digging in. You guys shop with me. Patrick Cantlay is your favorite across the board. Don't want it. Will Zalatoris, don't want it. You know why? Not because they're not great players, not because we don't think they can win, but because we're not, sissies. That's why. I don't bet short numbers in golf tournaments. So if you're new here, welcome. We don't do that mess. You missed, but DB, you missed out on Tony Finau at 11 to 1 last week. I don't care. 11 to 1 does nothing for me. I literally couldn't care any less. So there you go. Cam Young, 18 to 1. Now I'm interested. Let's start looking. Cam Young is 18 to 1 on DraftKings. He's 16 to 1 on FanDuel. This kid, He is an absolute stud. 18 to 1 is the best number you can find. It's also on BetMGM. That may be the shortest number I would consider hitting. What's up, Eric Potts? You're giving me a guy you like. I like it. Let's get there. I'm excited to talk about that guy because he sucked last week. He killed my DraftKings lineups last week. Mav McNeely, I was interested in before. I knew he was playing, but I didn't. I 25 to 1, like, he's 42 to 1 on FanDuel. I like that. All right. Matt McNeely, 42 to 1 on FanDuel. He's much shorter on MGM and DraftKings. He's 22 to 1 on, no, he's 33 to 1 on BetMGM, 25 to 1 on DraftKings. I mean, listen, I, I still think McNeely is due here. He's not closing it out very well, but I still think the kid is worth a look. He's just too talented. By the way, like, he's played here twice, an eighth and a 21st. But honestly, it seems that course history here doesn't matter. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Mav is 50. What on bowl? What is BOL? Zach, explain yourself. Um, Bolivia, Bolarama. BOL. What does that mean? What does that mean? Zach, I'm dying to know. Uh, crap. Okay. Anyway, I was gonna say, like, course history here doesn't seem to really matter because, like, after Nate Lashley won, he's missed the cut twice. After Bryson won, he missed the cut. Before Cam Davis won, he missed the cut twice in a row. Like, I don't know. Oh, bet online offshore. Okay, got it. Offshore book. I hear you. Okay. Um, Offshore books not recommended on this show officially. Adam Scott, nope, don't care. Denny McCarthy, 35 to 1, just doesn't feel like anything. I mean, maybe if I found a better. What's Denny going to do, man? Is Denny going to do something? He's 42 to 1 on FanDuel. Does it feel good to click on Denny at 35 to 1? No, it doesn't. Nope, I'm out on Denny. I mean, I could see it happening. I mean, this can turn into a putting contest, although I have heard from someone on the grounds already that this place is a little firm. They haven't had a lot of rain. It's playing kind of firm and fast, which I think is how it played the year Lashley won. I have to go back and look. But I think it played a little firm and fast in 2019, the first year. So that's interesting. That's going to narrow the fairways a little bit. It's going to cause some of the longer hitters to think a little bit about pulling driver on some of these holes. And it's still going to be a wedge fest. It's still going to be a wedge fest, but I think firm and fast could take driver out of the hand on some of these longer hitters. And making it that much more critical to hit it in the fairway so you can control your spin into smaller Donald Ross greens. Like, they're smaller. They're average like 5,100 square feet, and there's a lot of undulation, and they're kind of tiered. So being able to hit the right spots and then drop the birdies is important. Denny McCarthy, I just can't play at that number. Like, the guy, he's never closed the door on a PGA Tour event, and I'm just not going to pay 35. Like, Kiz at 35, Cam Davis at 35, Keegan Bradley at 35, I would much rather have. Like, all those guys, proven winners. I mean, Keegan, it's been a while, but they're all proven winners. All right, Kisner, obviously Kiz is going to be talked up here because he's got an incredible record. He's gained more strokes total in 3 years here at Detroit Golf Club than anyone else. He's 37 to 1 on FanDuel, and he is 40 to 1 on MGM. I kind of like that. I'm gonna click that. Like, Kiz Kiss had a couple of hot rounds on the weekend at the Open Championship, finished T21, T6 at the Travelers a few weeks ago. Like, he's trending. Seems like a really good spot for Kiz. I like it. Marcus, you like Adam Scott? I don't for now. Maybe I'll warm up to him later. Cam Davis at 35 to 1. I mean, we were betting him at 20. People were betting him at 25 to 1 last week. Like, defending champ here, played or finished T16 at the 3M. I like it. Like, I don't mind Cam Davis. Let's see, where's his best number? His best number is on DraftKings. It doesn't. I don't know if I'm as excited. If it's firm and fast, I'll be more excited to play Kiz, I think, than where did I hit Kiz? Oh yeah, BetMGM. I'll be more excited to play Kiz, I think, at that number. All right, see here. Keegan, has Keegan played here before? Keegan, yeah, he has 45th and a 14th. Keegan disappointed me very much so by missing the cut at the Open. Obviously, the form is tremendous. I think Keegan's another guy in play. This is a ball striker's golf course, as most of them are. and he's a ball striker. So like I'm going to continue to ride the Keegan train. Where's he? His best number is on DraftKings, 35. I'm not super excited about these, but like these are not numbers I would run and bet right now. The 35 to 1 guy. Now the Cam Young number, the Mav 42 to 1, and the Kisner 40 may be the early favorites for go run and bet those right now. What happened to Davis Riley last week, huh? What happened? I mean, did he just and I don't think it was very, very good. Yeah. It wasn't great off the tee. It wasn't great on approach. Nothing really was good at all. So Davis Riley may have fallen out of the outright betting favorite, the good graces is what I was trying to say. My brain couldn't get there. Maybe a great bounce back candidate in DFS, but maybe we've all jumped a little too early on Davis Riley. Chris Kirk, this seems like a great golf course for Chris Kirk at 40 to 1. Let's see where at 42 to 1 on FanDuel and 40 to 1 on MGM. So the best number you can get on Kirk is that. Tringali's played well here, hasn't he? Tringali, yeah, three. He's one of the few that's made the cut. I think there's 6 players who have made the cut in all 3 years. He's got a 5th, a 14th, and a 30th. Obviously, Tringali's been playing pretty well lately. We saw what he did at the Scottish. Made the cut at the Open. Missed the cut last week, but it was because he lost 5 strokes putting. Yikes! I mean, that happens with Cameron Tringali. He's a terrible putter. I mean, for the most part, he's a terrible putter. But I mean, still hit the ball well. Gain strokes tee to green. I don't mind it. I mean, do we think? I mean, Tringali's got to be ready to win, right? Like he's been in the fire so much. He's been in the fire too much. Like it's time to close the door, buddy. His best number is 42 to 1 on FanDuel. That's one I'm going to look at, I guess. All right, let's keep moving down the board here. Hadwin. Now here's a reasonable number on Adam Hadwin. The people betting Adam Hadwin at 25 to 1 is ridiculous. He finished 38th last week. I still don't know that I want to bet Adam Hadwin to win and like close the door on anything. So no, I'm not going to talk myself into that one. Webb, nope. What has Kuchar played here? Well, wait a minute. Do we think Kuchar can win? No, we don't. This is what you have to do. This is why I do this out loud in front of you guys. Like I'm starting. You're processing. Remember, we're betting outright winners. For all 4 rounds, they're playing well and they're closing the door. Do we really think Matt Kuchar's capable of doing that right now? I don't think he is. This is a much stronger field than last week. Much stronger field. Siwoo at 50 to 1. God, after him having such a good Open Championship, I'm eager to jump on Siwoo. He's not played well here. He's played here all 3 years. Made the cut twice with nothing to show. Probably not. This is probably not a spot for Siwoo. I don't think this is a spot for Siwoo. Put that in the comments. Do you guys think it's a spot for Siwoo? By the way, if you're watching live, like there's about 40 of you watching live right now, please click the like button. That's very easy. Last week there was like no, people weren't doing that. Just click the like. I don't know what it does. It may do absolutely nothing, but just click it. Sahith, 50 to 1. Boy, did he hurt a lot of people's feelings last week as well with his missed cut at the Open, or 3M Open, sorry. Played well at the Open. Missed a cut at the 3M, couldn't get the irons going. The short game was surprisingly bad because he's been fairly solid with the short game. He's playing a lot of golf. I mean, excuse me. I guess he took a break there at wait a minute. Yeah, I took a break for the Scottish to travel the week of the Scottish to travel over to Scotland. Um, yeah, I don't know. He just feels like he's playing a ton. I think I'm out on Sahith. Like he's got to be getting tired, right? Like I know he's a young guy, but geez, he's playing a lot. Woodland, nope. Henley, have we seen anything from Henley lately? Didn't he trunk slammed at the Open Championship? Didn't he? I mean, it seems like a great place for him. No, he didn't. He finished 62nd at the Open. I don't know. He's never played here before, right? Oh yeah, he has played it the first year, missed the cut. Probably not. Not on Hilly. Again, can they win? Mark Hubbard. Mark Hubbard is a guy that I'm interested in. He's been playing well. Our buddy Kyle Peters on the bag for him. He's got a T12 here and a missed cut. Now, this is a pretty strong field for a guy like Mark Hubbard to come out and win, but his irons have been really hot. The putter has stayed very hot. And I guess he's gaining strokes. He's gaining strokes off the tee, which is tough for him to do. Let's take a look here on Fantasy National. Yeah, I mean, he's gaining strokes with just really good accuracy numbers. if we do have reports that it is firm and fast, which I've got early for now, I think this is very interesting for Hubbard. He's 55 to 1 on DraftKings. Hopefully, we can find a longer number. 60 to 1 on FanDuel. What's the longest number you guys see on Hubbard? 60 to 1 on FanDuel is the longest I got between the three books. And I think that's one I would look at. Okay, it looks like Eric agrees with me on Siwoo. Yes, thank you. I mean, we love Siwoo. We totally love Siwoo, but I don't think he's a bet here. Um, okay, where were we? That was Mark Hubbard. I'm gonna kind of click the name. I don't know that he's gonna make it in like the run and go bet right now range, but I'm gonna click the name. Streelman, nope. Tom Kim getting another exemption. Ju Young Kim getting another sponsor. I guess he's got temporary membership, right? So he's obviously never played here before, but he's playing well. I mean, playing very well. Let's see. But I'm probably not betting him outright. So let's keep moving. Keep it moving. Stallings feels like he's ready, dude. Like Stallings feels ready to go. He's played here 3 times, gotten better all 3 years, 64, 39th, and a 25th last year. He's been in contention. He was in contention at the Deer. He was in contention at the Travelers. He was in contention at the Charles Schwab. He's really been boom or bust. I think this is a spot for Stallings. I like it. Ball striker, 55 to 1 is the number on DraftKings. Where are we? Scott Stallings on FanDuel. I can't find him, which means maybe he's way on down the board, which Daddy likes. Where is Scott Stallings, y'all? Do y'all see Scott Stallings? 60 to 1 on FanDuel and 50 to 1 on MGM. So the best number for Stallings is FanDuel. I think that's an early click. I really do. I think he's that. I think he's ready to roll. And lunkers with Lucas. What is a lunker? I would love to know. What is a lunker, Lucas? Oh, um, okay. Yep. So Stallings is a click. Troy Merritt. Somebody in the chat was talking to me about Amish Troy. Oh yeah, our friend Alan. Oh, Alan was the one that gave me the little tip that it's been pretty dry around those parts and should be firm and fast. He says Amish Troy led for a while here last year. Any love for him this week? I usually don't mind a little Amish Troy. I'll take a little dash of him. Let's take a look. Yep, T2 last year, T8 in 2020. What's the form looking like? 49th at the 3M this past week, but really just sucked putting. This is interesting. I mean, his ball striking was fantastic. He gained 5.5 strokes off the tee this week. What? How did he do that? Let's take a look. Wow, fairways gained on Fantasy National 12.1. That is a lot. He was feeling the driver. God, I mean, he doesn't hit it long. 3 strokes gained with his irons. Yeah, this is interesting. Amish Troy is interesting. 60 to 1 on DraftKings. Where's the best number for him? Guys, drop the best number in the chat. 50 to 1 on FanDuel. 66 is the best number I see on BetMGM. This is very interesting. Very, very. I think that might be worth it. I mean, Troy, listen, Troy's won on the PGA Tour and he's contended a handful of times. So, I mean, he's been in it. He's been in the heat. I like it. All right, Amish Troy's a click. Mackenzie Hughes, nope, he can suck it. Taylor Pendrith, nope. Cam Champ, nope. Ryan Palmer, nope. Nick Hardy, I don't think so. Like, what is Hardy? Hardy's the sexy new toy, but I mean, he's the shine is wearing off. Like, did not gain any strokes ball striking that this entire week of the 3M. I don't think he's as ready as maybe we wanted him to be. CT Pan and Brendan Steele. Somebody was talking about Brendan Steele in this 80 to 1 range. I like a potential Brendan Steele bounce back. Let's take a look. He did miss the cut at the 3M Open, which just tanked a lot of my DFS lineups, but he gained strokes across the board in the ball striking category, but lost 6 putting. So this is now back-to-back weeks where he has lost 6 strokes putting. That is terrible. Oh my God, that is so bad. I don't know that we can. I mean, 2 weeks in a row, you lose 12 strokes putting. That's a bad sign. Like, that's a really bad sign. That could mean the yips. Like, you do that one time, and then you lose like 2 the next week, I'm fine. But you lose 6.1 strokes putting 2 weeks in a row, that is level of concern. Red phone ringing. It's the mayor. It's the mayor. Hello, mayor. Yes, we have trouble on Steel Street. He's a mental head case. Like shine the signal in the sky and rescue this fool from the yips. That's a problem. So I don't think I can get down with that. Am I willing to take the risk on him in DFS? Yes, but 2 weeks in a row, that is trouble a brewing. You know what I mean? Trouble a brewing. Okay. The CT Pan I wanted to look at. CT Pan. I'm recently a CT Pan converted guy. T30, the guys came to my house. They were wearing their little, white shirts, pocket protectors, and they had their book, and they told me all about CT Pan. And I opened the door and I listened and I converted. They won me over. 31st at the 3M Open. Let's see. The irons were a little sus. He's played here once, missed the cut. I don't know. It kind of feels like a possible CT Pan kind of place, but probably not in this field. So let's back up because the field, like I said, a little stronger. So let me pump the brakes on that. Johnny Vegas, maybe, but no. I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Luke List, Grayson Sig played really well. 100-1 to win, probably not. But I like him as a top 20. Doug Gim, probably not. Somebody was bringing up Danny Willett in the chat. Let's look up. Let's take a look at Willett. I'm usually not a huge Willett homer. T7 at the 3M. Did it all on the putting green. Obviously, fourth here in 2020, 67th last year. I'm probably out. I'm just not usually a believer in Danny Willett's ability to win a lot on most weeks. I'm just not. Chris Gotterup. Everybody's favorite, Chris Gotterup, 100-1. I mean, at 100-1, now I'm kind of interested, right? Like everybody wanted to bet him as a favorite. I'm not interested, but 100-1, I could get down. Let's see where it's 60-1 on FanDuel. Are we serious? And he is 66-1 on MGM. So honestly, yeah, if you like Chris Gotterup, I mean, at 100-1, I would throw a couple little partial units on my guy. I would definitely do that. Alan's asking about any love for Russell Henley. I briefly hit his name. I started to dive in. I talked myself out of the outright hit. Just with other names around him, I like a little bit better given form and all that stuff. So yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. Long term, Russell Henley's a great fit here, so I don't hate it. I really don't. All right, let's keep going. I think the Chris Gotterup number at 100-1 is interesting. Somebody else brought up Kurt Kitayama. Yeah, I mean, I am interested in Kurt. I played him in DraftKings at the Open. He started out great and then struggled, but he's had a couple weeks off to rest. I think Kitayama is an excellent boom or bust kind of guy, and we saw him get in the hunt at the Scottish Open. We saw him get in the hunt in Mexico at the Honda. Like, I think Kitayama is in play. Is that his best number? Is 100-1 his best number? Let's see. FanDuel. Give me a little Kurt Kitayama. He's 95-1 on FanDuel. And where is he on? He's 100-1 on MGM. So yeah, I think that's a click. I can get down with that. Joel Damon. This feels like a Joel Damon course if it's firm and fast, right? Has he played here before? Has he played here? Typically, Joel is not a guy that you jump on off of a break. I know he's been traveling with the wife. He's been in Italy. I promise he's not touched the club. T21 here in his only start. That's nice. Probably not. Probably a stay away for an outright, but may definitely be a possible DraftKings consideration. Smotherman, no. Spawn, no. Svensson, no. I don't know. Is Svensson a click? Who do we got? Who do we think here in the long? No, Svensson's not a click. Who do we think here in like the long range? You guys throw them in the chat. Who do we like? By the way, if you're in the chat and you've not hit the like button, it just takes like a split second. Just hit the little thumb. Just take your mouse, little thumb. If you're in here watching, like if you hate it, then why are you in here? Just get out. But if you like it, then click the like button. It's very simple. Harris English, 130. Is Harris? How do we feel about Harris English? Is he back? Let's see. Because I mean, it doesn't look like the ball striking is back, so we're probably out. Okay, let's keep moving. Fratelli, note. Whaley, note. Gligic, note. Mullinax. Callum Tarrant, you guys know I'm in. 130-1. Let's see. I had him on the card at 130-1 this week. He did all right until freaking, was it Sunday? Was it Sunday or Saturday that really tanked him? Where's Taryn on FanDuel? 80 to 1 on FanDuel and 80 to 1 on MGM. So a lot of value there on Callum Taryn at 130 to 1 on DraftKings. Alan's asking about Wyndham Clark. I'm out. I'm tired of betting Wyndham Clark outright to win. Like until I see more consistency and I see something, worth looking at. I mean, I'm just tired of it. He's not even been in the hunt. I want him to be in the hunt. He's not. I'm out. I'm out on him. Smalley. I do like Smalley. I've kind of become a little Smalley fan. I kind of guess I did glaze over him, huh? I like Smalley. 130 to 1. Is that the best number we see on him? Did I skip him? Where was he? Where was he? Have I not got to him yet? I can't even see him. Alex Smalley. Oh, dang, he was all the way up at 80 to 1. Okay, what's the best number on Smalley? Oh, Ruvy's in the chat. What up, Ruvalo? You said Ruvalo at the Wyndham. Um, where is Smalley on BetMGM? 66 to 1. So 80 to 1 on DraftKings. I mean, I'm interested. I'm interested. I can get down. Straka's broken, y'all. Who's asking about Straka? Bilal. I think Straka's broken right now. I don't think we hit Straka right now. I think we leave that alone. He has not shown anything at all. So I'm out. Lebiota 150 to 1. Is he ready? Like, is Lebby ready? 16th at the 3M. Kind of didn't, kind of a backdoor T20, I guess, but ball striking went well. Good across the board. He's probably not ready to win. Although, I mean, I don't think so. In this field, no. The more I think about it, no. Knox at 180. We know I'm going to say his name because that's just what I do. Lipsky at 180. I mean, none of these names are probably going to shorten very much. Hayden Buckley at 200. These names are probably going to stick around to where they are. So I'm not really sweating going over all these. Let's see what kind of long shots you guys like. Kelly Craft had a top 11 finish last week. Any thoughts about betting him this week? Outright? No, I would not hit Kelly Craft in a field like this outright, no. But maybe top 20, maybe, DFS. I don't mind it. I mean, I don't mind a little Kelly Craft. Alan's asking about Danny Lee. I was on him last week, 200 to 1. I mean, I think Danny Lee always has some like get hot and possibly, run hot and win something kind of equity. I really do. He's withdrawn from, 2 starts this year at least. He withdrew from the Travelers. He withdrew last week late. So I don't know if I would bet Danny Lee at this point. If you want to throw a first round leader on him and see if he tees it up, I guess maybe, but I don't think so. Any other guys to cover? So I'll summarize here. So let's talk about best values on the board. I think Cam Young at 18 to 1 on DraftKings. If you want Cam Young, if you want to have betting outright exposure to Cam Young, you need to hit the DraftKings number right now. I'm sure it will get bet down. I would be shocked if it gets longer. If it does, we can all add to our position. But I just think you go ahead and do that now. And then we're looking at potentially Cam Davis, Keegan Bradley on DraftKings in that 35 to 1 range. I honestly think I prefer Keegan with Cam defending the title for the first time, the added stuff that comes with that. But he's playing well. He is playing well. I like Cam Davis. But I don't feel like super excited about either one of those in terms of early value at the moment. I do think Kisner at 40 to 1, if you're interested in Kis, is on BetMGM. That one might be one I would go ahead and bet now if you like it. He's playing well. He's played the best here of anyone in the first 3 years in terms of strokes gained total. So I think that one's interesting. Mav McNeely and Cameron Tringali both on FanDuel at 42 to 1 are early values. And I think Mav is the one that is the most interesting in terms of early value. And then Chris Kirk at 40 to 1 on DraftKings. I like Kirk, and I think this is a good spot for him. That's one that I would be interested in. Then we have on FanDuel 2 more names. On FanDuel, it's 60 to 1, Hubbard and Stallings. I'm most interested in Stallings. I really like the Stallings play. I hit that one. Like the Stallings number at 60 to 1 is one I like. And then Troy Merritt, who I think our buddy Allen threw me onto here at 66 to 1 on BetMGM as your best value. And I think we go ahead and hit that. I really do. I think we go ahead and hit Amish Troy. He's playing well. He's played well here. I think we hit it. And he's a PGA Tour winner and he's been in the fire. Like, I think he could get it done. Really do. And then on that wraps up BetMGM's value. That wraps up FanDuel's value. So then we're down to the long shots here. 80 to 1 Alex Smalley. I like it. That's on DraftKings. That's the best number. I like it. Chris got her up. If you want it, take it. I probably it's a really good number for him based on other books, right? But gun to my head, I could only take one guy at 100 to 1 right now. It'd probably be Kitayama over Chris Gotterup. Like, he's been a professional a long time. He's been doing it a little bit longer. He's had some great starts, great finishes this year. Been, top 5 a number of times this season. What, 3 times, 4 times? I think I'd rather have Kitayama. And then Callum Tarrant at 130 to 1. Those are the long shots I'm most interested in. Jack Fisher's asking about David Lipsky. Yeah, I like Lipsky. I mean, I've been talking up Lipsky most of the year. I'm waiting on him to actually, do something for me. It's a long number, so you could definitely hit it, but the form has dropped off somewhat since the early part of the season. I don't know. I mean, I don't love it, but I could do it. Finally, Kirshner met his wife this weekend. Can't wait to hear about it. Message me about that. Is Zalatoris in his field? Bilal, it seems like he is. Yes. Any weather? I haven't even looked. All I've heard is that it's kind of dry and could be firm and fast. I like it. Jack, you backed Kisner on the last day. Yep. Travis says perfect weather. Lovely. Any interest in Doc Redman needing a good finish to keep full status? Sports betting Yoda. Love it. I mean, maybe I like Redman as a guy. He's definitely lost something recently. I don't know. I don't understand. But yes, I think as a top 20, maybe Redman might be a long shot and have some value. So that's it. That's the first look. I usually don't like going 30 minutes or longer here. Please like the video. Hit the like. There's 75 of you watching live right now. Please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Yes, thank you, Chris. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out the stuff you need to know video. It's about 14 minutes. Oh, guess what? Also coming out this week on the Tour Junkies podcast, actually coming out in the next 2 weeks. We've got 2 interviews you are not going to want to miss. Trust me. Also, some live coverage this week. There will be a live betting podcast. Me and the kid, Garrett Simmons, are going to be talking live, the little baby brother on Tour Junkies. He's excited. He's got some takes. Stay tuned. This is going to be a very full content week with a pretty interesting interview from a guy that does not get interviewed very often, dropping soon. You're going to want to pay attention. All right. That's it. Let's bend over our bookies, people. Make them pay. Hit them.